today. Everyone knows that elks care for kids. At a recent meeting, many ideas were considered for programs to reach out to children that need physical assistance who might otherwise not receive it. Our cameras were there to witness firsthand the birth of the California Elk Major Project. Let's take a look.
Thank you, gentlemen, for coming here this morning, and hopefully this committee can accomplish its task today.
Well, Brother Chairman, if I could, this committee's been meeting for 3 years now. We've discussed all 22 programs. We've accomplished absolutely nothing but spend a lot of time. And I truly do believe today is the day we need to make a decision and move forward or forget this entire program.
Well, we've had 22 proposals before us, but I think one of them is really significant to accomplish what it is that we're trying to do.
You know, the one that I liked the best out of this thing was where we go out into the rural communities to take care of these kids with handicaps. I really like that.
Well, the one that's recommended here by the doctor is up in Eureka. They've done a survey. There are no services available up there for the children, for occupational therapists. We would hire the therapist, bring them into the area, give them a vehicle, and fund it through the Elks.
So you're saying we go into the country areas where they have no medical facilities?
Right, that's true.
And you want to go into the home and treat these children?
You know, the kids kind of freeze up when they get into a doctor's office.
Yeah.
They're a sterile environment, and the kids freeze up, and you know, we'd like to get the parents involved too.
I think that's what's unique about this program. Children with disabilities in their homes with follow-up by the parent once the therapist leaves.
Yeah, that therapist could actually help train the parent too to take care of those kids.
That's correct. That's the whole philosophy behind this program. When the therapist leaves, then the parent can continue day after day after day with that service. Well, I think it's important. We're talking about children. You look at these photographs. These are children. They're never going to get any better. What they need to do is be able to be educated, to be able to work with the handicaps that they have for the rest of their lives.
How many therapists are we talking about?
I think initially the program suggests we hire 2 occupational therapists.
And how are we going to get them to the homes?
Provide them with the vehicles and the equipment.
So we're going to buy 2 vehicles?
Yes, sir.
It's going to take a lot of money.
Yeah, but the other suggestion I see in the program of funding it that's been kicked around is per capita.
Per capita on our members?
Every member. That way, every member is involved in this program. The suggestion was $1.
$1.
That's a lot of money.
We need something to bring all of our members throughout the association together. A project they can all be proud of and be part of. And I think this is that type of program.
Do you think the members in one end of the state will want to pay for help for children in the other end of the state?
Yes.
But there's only going to be therapists in the Eureka area?
Well, I think that's the start. The idea is we have to start someplace, and that's the place to start. Then see expanding it throughout the state with speech-language therapy, physical therapy.
Well, I would suggest if we're going to do this, we need to get a lot of these pictures out with the children to actually show them how handicapped these children are.
Yeah, but these are not really the severe ones that the doctor was referring to that are needed to serve. These are ones that can't even eat and can't speak and can't do the day-to-day functions that we take for granted.
So these are the lucky ones that we're seeing here?
Yeah, these photos that we're looking at are some of the fortunate ones.
Whoa.
Yeah.
Well, I make a motion to accept this program right here.
I'll second it.
So let me understand the motion and second that we recommend to the membership that we establish a major project to provide in-home service to children with disabilities, and we'll start with 2 in Eureka. All those in favor?
Aye.
I think if we establish $1 per capita, that there isn't a member in this organization that wouldn't reach into their pocket and throw the $1 on the table to help these kids.
I agree. I'll tell you what, I'll start this out. I'm going to throw $1 in the hat here and we'll pass the hat around here.
That's a great idea. You've got
I
mine.
think that's good.
You bet. Here's mine, gladly.
Here's mine. How about you, Tightwad? Yes, sir. Okay.
Hey, I can do that.
Yeah.
That's great.
Well, it's been 3 years since we came together, and I think it's important we discuss the success that the program's been, thanks to your wise guidance and decisions, and kind of give you an update on what happened with the milk bottle. Would you want to describe what they've been doing with the jar?
Well, this jar here, we've had it at all the lodges here, and our slogan for this jar is a penny a day will let this child play, and so far we've collected $76,000 for the major project.
Brother Chairman, who'd have ever thought at the beginning of this that our members would come through with so much generosity to help these children by just putting their coins every day into a milk bottle. Through their generosity, these children are definitely living a better life today.
And I think it's going to help even more, the generosity of our membership, is this Purple Pig. The idea is that we make this represent the major project, this Purple Pig. The idea is that we provide this to every member to replace the jar so they can take it home with it, share it with their family and friends, and when they put a coin in, it would raise its hat and thank them, and we could put a logo on the side that would say, "The Elks Care for Kids, coin a day, and they'll walk, talk, and play." If I pass around, the hat tilts. You put your coin in, and the hat will tilt. It's very unique. Well, hopefully the lodges will have maybe a function at the lodge.
Pull somebody out of a jar here and see how it works.
A dinner at the lodge where they can come in and present their pigs, maybe get a free dinner, or have a Purple Pig night. Anyone have any ideas on how?
I like your idea of a Purple Pig night, where once a year all of the members come together in their lodge, bring their purple pigs, and show how they've been working all year to help support our disabled children.
Maybe they could bring a child with them too, and one of the therapists.
Yeah, and as I said, we're the only ones that have this, and we have kind of like a patent and a die on it.
You know, it's amazing how something this small can create so much money. I mean, I'm really amazed. What do you think of that?
Well, I think it's a great idea. For the kids' sake, everybody's got loose change, just dump it in every night. You see how big this gets, it's gonna be big.
Sammy definitely had a lot of medical problems. You know, he had a problems list that was probably longer than most of the kids I work with. I'm not a conventional therapist. I'm willing to just do the non-traditional sorts of things that would help him to break a new barrier. It has really paid off with Sam. He has done very well. He has a lot of handicaps, but he's bright as a button, and he's going to do well in life. The goal of therapy is to maximize his independence. And for a 5-year-old, of course, that's going to be learning how to write, learning how to use his hands to maneuver a pencil, learning how to sit enough in a chair so that he can stay attuned to his academic environment. For me, I work a lot on the rib cage and diaphragm control so that he can get his airways powerful enough so he can speak clearly. So there's a lot of things that we're not trying to necessarily fix him and make the CP go away. We're trying to deal with the CP to maximize his independence.
They have made this little boy into a happy little boy that can accomplish goals, that can be ready for life, which he wouldn't have had those opportunities before. And thank you for choosing to donate and help people like Sam so much.
These kids need a chance in life, and for various reasons, they can't get the special help they need. And the compassion of the Elks saw this and funded the program so that these kids can get the special services to live a more productive and healthy life.
say they're bare feet.
Bare feet.
You mean they belong to a bear?
Yeah.
Oh, whew, that scared me for a second. I thought they belonged to a bear.
Hannah wasn't using any of those air sounds, not an H, not an F, not an S, all the ones that require that long airflow. So we did a lot of blowing initially, getting that air happening. That's one really nice thing about this program is we have the opportunity to get right in there when they're just in infancy and work them through all that.
So the Elks is working not only with the family, but also working with the physicians and pediatricians in town.
The kids are well worth anything, any attention that they can give. I mean, I think that's the one thing that they don't get to see as much as they need to see is how many kids they help on a day-to-day basis and how many families' lives are touched. As I get new training and I pull in new ideas, it seems like pieces fall into place for her. I get a lot out of what I do. It's just the joy of knowing that you've made a difference.
Where I live, which is on the Waianae coast, it's very rural, very remote for the families. There's no way to transport them for that once a week, 1 hour speech therapy appointment. So having the opportunity to go out to the families is a real big need for them.
I get up every morning and I drive to a different school, different location, and I do vision screening, trying to detect problems, vision problems in preschool-aged children. So I go to the school site and set up a vision screening, and we call it a game. We know that at least 5% of preschool children have vision problems, so we're trying to screen and find those children that have possible problems.
Little children don't know any better. They don't know that they're supposed to see things clearly. If the world has always been blurry to them, or if they've seen double, they don't know any difference. So when Elks comes in, we have had many children over the years that all of a sudden, when we checked them, my goodness, this child can't see, or one eye isn't seeing as well as the other. It's doing all the work. So then when we get the referrals and we get them out to the eye doctors, as far as I'm concerned, their lives are changed. They're going to be able to learn to read. When if we don't catch them till they're in 3rd, 4th grade, then damage is already done. So Elks has made a big difference in many of our children's lives.
It's this community-based program that is there just to help children. And the Elks are not in it for themselves. They stay back. And I go to schools every day and they're amazed that the government isn't involved in this, that they're not getting money from any outside sources. But this is money strictly raised each and every year from small lodges all over California and Hawaii to fund and help me provide these services back to the community. And to be a part of that is a privilege for me.
Everything in this program with the vision screening is unique. There aren't very many vision screening programs out there, and it's not mandated for children of this age to even be seen by eye doctors. So to have a service like this provided free is an amazing thing within itself.
I felt like I've just immediately stepped into a family, and I think that's the way the organization started and conceptualized this whole project, was that we're serving families and we're being supported by families.
How was school today? You know, your feet are so tight, Willie, that any kind of motion we can get in there is valuable to us.
We didn't know right away that there was going to be problems with Willie until he was born. He had club feet, a dislocated hip. It's called caudal regression syndrome. He's had surgery to correct the deformity of his legs and feet. It's kind of odd when I say I don't remember how many surgeries Willie has had because he's had so many, and I think I tried to block that out.
The first sessions with Willie were really tough sessions. Here's this little guy that's 2 years old who can't move his legs, has been through probably at that point in time at least 5 surgeries. And now somebody walks into his house and says, I'm gonna start working with you. I see his future being active. I see him riding his bicycle. I see him participating in activities, sports, student government. He's a Boy Scout. He goes to scout camp. The future is wide open for this kid. What we've got as Willie is a regular kid. Without the therapy and without the sessions with Mom, we wouldn't have that regular kid.
Willie is in a dance class, and he performed on stage with his teacher in a very special dance. And the moment that he walked on his hands across the stage was a very awesome thing. I can't even think about it without having tears just come down my face.
This would be an entirely different picture if it hadn't been for the Elks and therapy.
Willie would probably not be as active and outgoing today if it weren't for the support that we received from the Elks.
Part of what you need to know too is the change that happens to the treating therapist by being allowed into someone's family and their life. And the things that we do are truly life-altering. And we become very close. We become sisters, mothers, and guardians of the children. And the working for the project, which I've done for about, it's over half my life now, has been rewarding in many ways. And Willie's been one of the very, very special rewards in my life because he has truly been a blessing and a gift.
The Elks have given us a normal life.
This pig may be small. I don't think it'll hold the generosity of our membership as far as the donations they'll make to make the project.
Here. That's great.